Boy, you had me from the start. By the way you stared, the way you rolled up on me, yeah. Man, I felt your energy. Wasn't used to being loved and treated differently, yeah. But something went wrong, the signals got crossed, and now we're on completely different pages. Let's go where we were, where no one gets hurt. Baby, keep it right there, don't you stress the flow. You're trying to pick the pace up, we should take it slow. Baby, keep your focus, don't you make me change my mind. If you love me, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Baby, don't you, baby, don't you, baby, don't you switch up the vibe. Boy, you take me on a trip. Always up and down and back and forth in merry-go-round. I just wanna get it right. But when you go left, I'm stuck here feeling left behind.
Through thick and thin, for better or for worse. After 20 plus years of marriage and 3 children, my parents are sharing their love, care, and wisdom throughout the world. Spreading this love won't be hard for them because it's simply in their DNA. I present Donnell and Angelique Jackson.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to Divine DNA, and I'm one of your hosts, Donnell, and this is my queen,
Angelique.
Welcome back. How's everybody doing today? Look, oh, Lord.
Hi.
Diva, already in the building.
Diva.
And Miss Brittany.
Hey.
And Queen B. I think she got you this. She got you this time. She got you again.
Queen B.
She done made it. Yes, she done made it before you did. Mm-hmm. Welcome in, everybody. Y'all, Diva say y'all late. Okay, look at that. Get your compliments.
Hey. Thank you, Brittany.
Hey. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, so today we got a show planned out for you. What's the show about, baby?
Our show is Health and Wellness Part 2.
Yes. Now listen, this part of the show, this show here, we have a good friend of ours who's in the building, and she'll be just giving us some insight. We'll be asking some questions, and you guys can feel free to ask questions. Now, ask questions. How do you say? So we have it now set up to where you could actually come up and join and ask questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link up. This will be the link.
Ooh.
I'll put the link up right here. And you should see the link in the comments, pop up about 3 or 4 times. And if you have a question for our friend, she will introduce herself when she comes up. You can come up, you can go to that link, you can ask your questions. I'm sorry. Wait a moment.
Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Oh, it went off. But you guys can get through those. It probably couldn't come through on those, but at least you guys be able to see those. So now,
what got us on the subject of health and wellness is we have so many people that are dying young, and we're concerned, more concerned than ever. Of course, you have a general concern for your health. No one is just carelessly, recklessly, mostly unknowingly sabotaging our own health. But we want to get to a point where we are intentional about our health and we get in a spot where we're good. We're improving and not declining.
Right. And especially with it being, what is this month? Women's History?
Women's History Month. And we just had International Women's Day on yesterday or the day before.
Right. So what we're actually gonna do is, when the person does come up, we want you to understand that yes, she may be a nurse, but she's not here to give.
She's not here to diagnose
Right.
you. You have to consult your physician with all of your concerns, but she will give insight and information. And she is an educator at heart, so she's definitely going to teach us.
Most definitely.
So a lot of general concerns surrounding health, frequent headaches, hormone imbalances, chronic fatigue. Some of us have body aches.
Yes.
Aching joints.
Yeah. Trust me, when it comes to the aching joints, man. But what we've been doing, we've been taking supplements, and I think the last time we had a health and wellness show, we had
Jen, the sea moss lady,
right, talking about sea moss and the benefits of having sea moss, and just we love sea moss. Matter of fact, we have an order out there. We're waiting for it.
Yes, we're waiting on our new order of sea moss.
Exactly.
But in addition to sea moss, we take curcumin for joint and heart health. We take vitamin D, iron pills, vitamin C, quite a few supplements we try to fit in during the day.
Exactly. And the supplements, listen, there's still more. We
do feel better.
Yeah.
We do feel better. We're not sick. We're not sneezing. We don't have those allergies. Couldn't tell you the last time I had a cold. So what we're doing is working, but we still want to be even better.
Right.
In our case, I think the true missing component is physical activity. Trying to find the time and the discipline to walk, jump rope, whatever it is that we can do to get physical and work our bodies. It's hard to find the time, and even harder to find the discipline.
Yeah. We're going to start off with the walking first. I just feel like jump roping and my knee hurt. Thinking about it right now. Jump.
Well, I'll
take a stroll.
Yeah. Walking will probably be easier. But yes. I do know a couple where the husband was over 400 pounds and he started his exercise journey by jumping rope, because they say jumping rope now is more beneficial than running and easier on your joints. So, hi, Jessica.
Divine DNA Day. That.
Yes, Queen Bee said we take a supplemental cocktail.
What she say? I gotta skip it. I remember those.
Oh my goodness, I remember Skip It. Of course, our daughter loved that.
Man,
Shakira.
I'll skip it. You have
Hi, Bridget Ann Woods. Yes, we are the power of daddy.
Yes.
This is the daddy.
That will be me.
This is the daddy that the page is dedicated to. And I am the managing administrative behind the power of daddy.
Yes. Water aerobics is great for the joints. Water aerobics, I can see that.
Oh, I love water.
Yes, Mr. Jasmine.
Yes.
Yeah, she loves water. I just told her if we ever get her one of those tubs where she just sit in the tub, I probably wouldn't see her again.
Yes.
Probably wouldn't see her again, and she'll just be off camera, doing the show off camera or something. Yeah, I'm still here.
I love water. If I had a pool, like my own personal backyard pool, that will solve my physical activity right there. Because every day,
every single day,
every morning, I want to jump in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love water. I love swimming. So if I could do that, I love dancing too. Now, dancing is something that I've always done. Is what kept me in shape when I was younger. But of course, once you become an adult, the club is where you go mainly. And once you become a parent, clubbing is kind of obsolete because you're a parent. So Now,
Yeah.
when the quarantine happened in 2020, that's when they opened up the club at home, and I really started losing weight and getting in shape during that first stay-at-home order.
Yeah.
I was drinking water, and I was dancing. So I dropped weight quickly, and I was having fun, and I was energetic, and then they ordered us to go back to work, and
Damn it, man. So listen, our guest has arrived. So what we're going to do before we bring up our guest, we're going to take a quick
commercial break.
And then we'll come back and then we'll bring our guest up. Okay, be right back.
Hey there, in the mood for some style? Well, make your way over to queenbeehustle.com. Miss Hustle don't play no games now. She gave y'all options, keychains to multi-purpose trays to t-shirts. Select products can even be customized, all of which are made by this beautiful lady here, Miss Queen Bee. Head on over to queenbeehustle.com where hustle and creativity uniquely meet.
Wow. Okay, we was back here looking at the comments and Water
Zumba.
That excited her.
Listen, you're looking at a certified Zumba instructor who has never used her certification. That right there, that might make me use my certification.
Oh my goodness.
Water Zumba, that sounds amazing.
She gonna be talking about that in the bed, looking up in the ceiling. Hey,
Water
you know what
Zumba.
Put her butt to sleep. Go to bed. Trying to go to bed.
Yes.
Go to sleep. So we want to bring up our guest. She's an awesome person. She's a nurse, but she's also
a licensed nurse.
Yes,
registered nurse.
And at home, she makes these awesome products. But we ain't gonna get into that right now because that's a whole nother
We
show.
will go off on another tangent if we start talking about those products.
That's a whole nother show. We're
gonna work it in some kind of way, but so we don't get distracted.
Yes. Y'all welcome in our good friend Miss Deja. Hey. You're welcome. Welcome. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm well.
That's
How are you
good.
guys?
Good.
Oh, we good. So
I see your plants in the background. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had to come where it was quiet. So
Yeah.
I had to come to my Zen place.
Yes. So I can just come out the box and just tell you my knee hurt, right? And then when I walk, never mind.
Just don't do it like that.
Just don't do it. Listen, you know what? The other day we were holding a conversation, and what really intrigued is just some of the things that you were saying, especially to the wife about women and some of the things with their health and just their just them in person. You guys want to recap on some of the stuff that you guys were talking about?
Our discussion was about women and feminine hygiene. If you were brought up in the 80s, you know about feminine hygiene being the suppositories, the douches, the douche bag hanging from the back of your grandmother's door. You know what I'm talking about. And now they have everything yoni. They got the yoni steams. They have the yoni soaps, the pH balancing body washes, and all of this stuff. And I'm a little leery simply because we've learned that douches are not good for you. Suppositories are not good for you. Yes, we're going there, Jessica. It's time, honey. It's time.
Yes.
We want our women
you guys
living
have
long.
to read the comments because I can't see them at all.
Yes.
No problem. So we got to go there because we want everybody to be at their top, at their best, and not at any risk for any reproductive gynecological issues. So that's why we're going there. And that's what we got into. So I told her that I know an influencer on Facebook who started out doing makeup and selling wigs, and she went from that to yoni soaps and sprays and body washes. And when I tell you she's on live every day selling every single day, but because I know better, I support her because I started with her from the makeup tutorials, and I love that part about her. But I don't support the yoni soaps and the body washes because I know better. And I wish more women knew better. Nothing against her and her business. I want everybody to win, but I want everybody to win, not just financially, but health-wise.
Yes.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So we
That's
were
right.
discussing the
What's good and what's
vaginal
not.
area.
Yes.
How to clean your body.
Yes.
What is best, what's safest. And it's definitely not all of the sprays, body washes, suppositories, and anything else you might put on there or in there.
If it's not your natural body chemistry, you shouldn't be using it.
Wow.
That's it in a nutshell for a woman. Trying to think of a good way to say, because the thought that just came.
Queen B said, please teach us better. My girls are talking about
vaginal, like facials for the vag. What?
No.
Are they okay is what she's asking.
First of all, what's a vagisil? Because I know what Vagisil is. But I didn't know that they made facials for vajayjays.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
Okay, so the clean see, we're not backstage and it's not just us. So
try to
I have to PG it.
Right.
The only thing that should enter a vagina are two things. One is natural. The other one is semi-natural, but we try to keep people away from it as much as possible. Is the male counterpart. That's the only thing that should enter a vagina. Besides a doctor's speculum, you being tested, fingers by a physician, or your partner.
Yeah, she came right in at that, but go ahead. You came right in.
Medical wise. I'll start by saying this. Douching is not healthy. It's not healthy for the vagina for several reasons. One of the reasons is it throws off your natural pH balance. Every woman has a natural pH balance. The vagina was created to cleanse itself. Again, the vagina was created to cleanse itself. It in the whole making of it, it does it itself. If you use a douche, you throw off that pH balance. So the good bacteria that's supposed to live inside of the vagina, you're washing it away. You have nothing to fight with. Make sense?
Yes.
Like, for instance, we're told to wash our hands. You can wash your hands as many times as you want, but I would not wash my hands 24 hours a day straight, because then you're washing away the good bacteria that helps you fight off the bad. Make sense?
Yes.
Same thing with any part of your body, especially that area. Not only does it wash away the good bacteria, it dries you out. It dries you out. And douching too often, you shouldn't douche at all, but to each its own. Douching often, just like using tampons often, will dry you out. And it will cause sexual intercourse to become painful.
So using tampons dries you out as well? Wow.
Yes, ma'am, because, okay, so the average woman's cycle is anywhere from 3 to 5 days. Some women 7 days, some women 2 days. Every woman's body is different. I have come in contact with women who use and utilize tampons after having intercourse to help them feel clean. I suppose. Oh, I'm the only one talking to myself. All right.
We can still
Okay.
He's just playing around.
All right. Yeah. And it does what it's supposed to do for the menstrual cycle. But let me talk to you, Angelina. That's right. No need for vinegar. It's not a green thing. Say that again.
not a podcast.
That's you a trip,
It's not a
Diva.
pot of greens. It's not a pot of greens. You don't need it. You don't need it. And it also throws off your. I can't say that.
Sex drive?
No.
No.
That's not what I was going to say. It doesn't throw off your sex drive. It imbalances you. It does. But I wish we were in a different setting. I don't know how to put this. It's not as appealing to your taste buds. I'll say it.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Bad.
Sour
You
taste.
are what you eat.
Bad fruit.
Yeah.
Sour taste. Okay.
Yes. Very bitter. Very bitter.
No, we don't want bitter. We want sweetness.
Exactly, and that's
Yes.
why you should not do it. That's another reason why you should not do it. Simply sitting, and people say, "Oh, but they tell you don't sit in a tub." No, you can soak in a tub. You can sit and soak in a tub, but I would not wash in the water that I sat in.
It's going to throw away all the dishes.
Yes, please do. Please do.
Yes. As Trick Daddy says, we want the sugar
That's
on
my
the
little
tongue.
sister right there.
Sugar on
That's
my
my little
tongue.
sister right there.
Trick Daddy voice. Yes.
Yes. You can women should soak in a bathtub. You can sit, relax, read a book, listen to some music, sip some wine, sitting and just relaxing and just simply opening your legs. Water flows in and flows out. Flows in and flows out. I'll do you one better. If you just want fresh and soaking in a tub isn't enough for you, you can sprinkle a tablespoon of baking soda inside the water, not inside your vagina. Inside the water, sit and relax. It's just that simple. When you get up, you'll be refreshed. For goodness sake, please don't enter soap up there. Herbs should not be going up there because it's not been medically tested. You're just going on someone's testimony. And if there's an herb, if you're inserting an herb, for instance, a yoni steam, that's a satchel. You don't know what herbs they're placing up there. You don't know what their side effects would be. Your vagina naturally sheds every month for those women who still have a menstrual cycle. That sheds every month.
Brittany says, I love baths. That's her meditation time.
It should not shed when it's not supposed to shed. So the chemicals that you don't know, you haven't watched, women haven't watched yonis being made. if you want to steam your vajayjay, just sit over some hot water. It does the same thing. But placing herbal suppositories, I'm trying to think of the name, Angelique,
Oh,
of the suppositories that women use that smell like lavender and flowers, and none of that is good.
thank you.
None of that is good for you.
Hmm.
None of it is good for you. Not at all.
Wow.
Okay, so Jessica says, can you speak to the menstrual cup? I wasn't sure if you talked about this already.
I did not talk about the menstrual cup. The menstrual cup is actually, it's
You see,
Right.
the menstrual cup. How can I put this?
this is just a start. Miss.
OBGYNs will suggest that you if you go to your OBGYN, if you go to your gynecologist and you ask your gynecologist, can I use a menstrual cup? Majority of them will say yes. It's just messy. It's really just messy.
Oh,
That is not that the menstrual cup is not a foreign substance in so to speak, as a douche and a vaginal suppository. That
mm-hmm.
is so that you won't use pads, sanitary napkins, or tampons. The reason why we try to deter people away from tampons is because of toxic shock syndrome. If you utilize a tampon for a longer period of time than you're supposed to, you are actually allowing toxins to stay and grow in your body as opposed to out of your body. Anybody's anybody seen had a bruise? Have you ever had a bruise? And like you pinched your finger really bad and it bruised. First it's red and then it turns a darker red and then it goes to a color almost like it's black. That's actually bruised blood, and blood that should not go back into your bloodstream at all because it's poisonous. And that's the same thing that happens when a woman uses a tampon when she's not supposed to.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I remember
Yeah.
using tampons in my 20s, just trying them to
Mhm.
see if I liked them. And
Mhm.
after wearing them for like an hour, I started throwing up. So I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I'm
That was
getting
your body actually rejecting, and those are the beginning stages of toxic shock syndrome. Remember, though, these companies are out to make money. Of course, they want you to believe stuff is good for you. Exactly,
yes.
exactly.
But
I was trying to think of the name,
thankfully I
of the
had read
suppositories, and I can't.
Queen Bee said refresh. The name of the suppositories were refresh. But back in the
I
day,
don't remember
oh,
that
the
one.
ones from back in the 80s, those were called Norforms.
There you go. That's the ones I was talking about. Yeah.
Norforms,
That's it.
yes.
That's it. That's it.
My
That's
mom
it.
used them
Norfolk.
faithfully. My
Yeah,
mom used them
those are not
faithfully.
good for us.
I know.
Those are not good for us at all. One, it's silicone and
Oh
wax.
no.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. It has silicone. It has wax in it. Why do you want a waxy vajayjay?
Not at all.
You'd be surprised at the chemicals that they put on the inside of these things. And they will disguise the ingredients with words like fragrance, with words like it's biodegradable. Wax isn't biodegradable.
No.
Not at all. It's not
No.
biodegradable. Soy is not, depending on uh, what the way that they manufacture soy. It's not biodegradable. Tampons actually make cramps worse. They do because the reason why the tampons make the cramps worse is because women the ooh, how can I say this and not make anybody feel grossed out? Um, the vagina, when it sheds, the vaginal wall, the uterine wall, when it begins to shed, it comes out looking like blood clots. Those aren't really blood clots. Those are the lining of the uterus. So if that
Mhm.
can't flow out, if that doesn't flow out, and you're
Oh,
using a tampon and holding it in, you're absolutely going to experience severe menstrual cramps sometimes. Yes,
mm.
absolutely.
Bruh.
The other thing that causes you to have menstrual cramps are caffeine, dehydration, sugar.
Oh God. Sugar is the one because we crave it every time. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
Salt.
Chips.
Uh-huh. You crave the salty and the sweet. You need the balance. But no more Publix cakes. Sorry. Sorry. All the stuff you like. Yes, I know, but these are all the things
I
that
went on
cause us to cramp up very, very bad. Yes. These well, you guys, I don't. I was just curious your
Oh, she's
thoughts because
lucky.
so
She
many
doesn't get
people
that
swear
anymore.
by it as everyone should use them without question. I asked an expert once, she shouldn't the individual be considered, and they basically said that's silly. I mean, if we're all different, aren't our
Vaginas
yes,
are all different.
each well, mine's
That
and
makes
yours
sense.
don't look alike. Mine and yours, Jessica, they don't mirror for the most part. But each vagina is made up the same exact way. The same exact way. You know, you have your cervix, you have your vaginal, you have your vaginal entry, you have your uterus. All that is made to look the same. Some are just bigger than the others. Some are just wider than others.
Oh,
I know, right, Queen Bee? We don't gotta go
child.
through that anymore.
Okay, well, I'll say, just take me now.
She say no caffeine, no sugar,
You
no salt. What?
Just take me.
And Brittany says chocolate and salt are always my go-tos.
And if you suffer from menstrual cramps, I have noticed when I drink coffee, I
Oh
have way
my
more pain.
God.
Yes, yes, yes. Caffeine is the number one reason why um, women suffer. Yeah, I don't care if it's coffee. I don't care if it's soda. I don't care if it's caffeinated tea. Chocolate has caffeine in it. Uh, So those consuming those type of things will definitely bring on menstrual cramps. Definitely.
Jessica.
Uh,
No, I'm just,
yeah.
while you're talking, I'm looking at some of the comments.
So Queen Bee says, is
Is
the
the root of
rugae
the
of
vagina
the vagina like a
like a?
fingerprint?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Jessica says, blessed, my uterus has too many miles on it after all these babies. Warranty has run out.
Actually, Jessica, you can reverse some of those miles naturally. You can naturally reverse some of those miles just by taking it through some simple therapy steps. Yes, you will.
Wow.
You can reverse some of them.
Therapy for the
Yes. Does
vajayjay.
anyone know what a Kegel is?
Yes.
Just simply doing it. You could be sitting right now while we're doing this, having this talk, this conversation, and you can be performing Kegels, and it actually reverses some of the mileage that you put on your vajayjay. Yes. Yes, it
Wow.
does.
Queen B says no reversing needed. Just throw it away.
Wow.
We don't all have that option, Queen B.
Wow.
Some of us don't want to go through that. We don't want the cycle, but we don't necessarily want the surgery.
Now, the other reason why you should not douche and you should not use vaginal suppositories. Has anyone heard of fibroids?
Yes.
Fibroids are non-cancerous tumors. Why? And do you know who are prone to fibroids the most?
Black women.
Yep, absolutely. Why? Because we were taught that we should douche, that we should use vaginal suppositories, that we should use tampons, and eating all of the wrong foods during that time of the month, not properly allowing our vagina to shed the amount of time, the proper amount of time that it needs. So, trauma. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All of those things aid in African American women having fibroids. And if you have a abnormally heavy cycle, I would ask my OBGYN. I would suggest my OBGYN to check me for fibroids, not just doing a plain, a traditional pap smear, but getting an internal ultrasound will tell you. That is one of the reasons why I personally don't get a cycle. I had 10 grapefruit size fibroids inside, which made me look and appear as if I was 9 months pregnant with twins.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. One of the best things could ever happen to me, though. Absolutely. No pain. No more
cycle.
pain. No cycle.
Quick break. Wow.
Okay.
Don't have the cycle part. I still get the cravings.
You do?
I don't know what happened.
You still get the cravings?
I still get the cravings. I still go through the PMS.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because I only had a partial. I only had, my doctor only removed my uterus. I still have my ovaries. I still have gone through and still am going through menopause. I've been in menopause since I was in my 30s.
What?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Don't got to
Yes,
worry
ma'am.
about that anymore, Deepa says.
Yes. So if a doctor suggests that my mother really struggled. She had fibroids, ovarian cysts, endometriosis. Luckily, I have not struggled past PCOS, knock on wood. Oh, you're blessed.
Man, and this PCOS, I keep hearing about that too. But we want to take a quick break and we'll come back.
Wow.
Maybe we can come back and discuss. You can continue your thought if you want, but I do want to talk about that PCOS.
Okay.
And hormone imbalances.
All right.
Be right back.
Come on.
breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing. Healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every month for exclusive programming, where we invite you to go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey.
Private chat.
All right.
All right.
So what was your question? You said PCOS.
Yes.
PCOS is polycystic ovary syndrome. Yes. It causes you to have your cysts. If you know what cysts are, they're sex fluid that can form. Most women get them on their ovaries. Some women get them in their breasts. Some women get them in their vagina. And what it does is it causes you to have irregular cycles, irregular menstrual cycles, excessive hair growth, acne. It can cause you to be obese. Yeah, that's what PCOS is.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you have, I believe my daughter, she'll grow a full Sunni. My youngest girl will have a full goatee, and she didn't understand why. And then we took her to the doctor, and she was diagnosed with PCOS. So she works really hard to maintain her weight. Her menstrual cycle is very, very irregular. She can have it 1 month, so she can get it in January and may not see it again until June. Or it can come and won't turn off.
Yeah.
Diva says she's dealt with that for years.
Wow.
Oh, poor baby.
Is there anything natural any natural supplement that might help with that or the symptoms?
I don't particularly know of anything natural, but I will do research and find out. PCOS can cause you to lose hair.
Oh, wow.
It can cause your pores to be produce an excess amount of oil in your face, your body. It can make you smell like a football field, the whole football team. Hair growth, pain, weight. It can be a challenge, but improving my diet and movement has helped so much. Yes, I would encourage anybody who's been actually diagnosed with PCOS to find an exercise regimen and push yourself to it. Yeah, definitely,
Okay. So the
definitely.
key is movement. That
Yes,
includes.
movement. Yes, movement. You have to. I don't care if you're vacuuming your house. You know, you move while you vacuum. You can like DJ K Wild. She does Saturday cleanup. During those times while you're watching her live, you can be really cleaning up and moving, and that's how you can start your movement. Walking, if you have stairs, you can walk up and down your stairs in sets of 5 just to get your body moving. um when you're One of the things I need people to understand when they feel hungry with with it was hell on my fertility and cycles for months. Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes, you can have your cycle for months or you not have your cycle at all. Um, it's water. Water is your friend. H2O is your friend. A lot of
KY, you
times
heard
we're
that?
eating.
DJ KY, you heard that? Where you at? I'm sorry.
Don't
I mean,
don't
KY.
don't no 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 no. Don't
No,
single my sister out. Don't
I'm
do
just
that on
saying.
national
I'm,
TV.
why?
Don't do that on national TV.
Okay.
Don't single her out on
Okay.
national TV.
I do it on the
That you will
lives.
not do. She drinks water, but
Uh huh.
sparingly. She
Mm.
d- it's she like she said she drinks Dr. Pepper and it has
Time out.
water in it.
What is water?
What is water? I'm
What you said?
taking I'm taking up for you and you
Uh
gonna put up there what is water.
huh. Got it on national TV. How about that?
On national in front of on national TV, you gonna put up there what is water?
Carbonated water.
Carbonated water.
Right.
Hey Tracy.
She drinks carbonated water.
Yeah.
She does.
Yeah.
The other thing that it can be related to PCOS, um, and some doctors get it mixed up, is endometriosis. And endometriosis is a scar tissue disorder.
Ah,
You'll find that in a lot of rape victims. You will find endometriosis in women who've had multiple abortions. Um, you'll find endometriosis in women who have contracted several STDs. And that is also something that a person can cause a person to have horrible menstrual cramps.
mm.
They can also struggle with fertility, painful intercourse. So there's several things. There's several reasons why we need to take care of our vaginal area. Yes, ma'am. Any questions? Yeah.
There you go.
What's the difference with endometrial hyperplasia?
Oh, y'all really pulling them out.
That
Pulling them
is from
out.
Diva's
What's
Next
the
Dip.
difference with endometria hyper? What?
What?
Mm,
Hyper. Whew.
mm. Endometrial.
So we put this one up there. Hey.
Yes, honey.
Disclaimer.
Disclaimer. Whew.
So Queen Bee also asks, what is the difference between, or what is the outlook on the depot shot and birth control that only allow your cycle to come on a few times a year?
I'm gonna come back to you, Queen Bee. I'm gonna answer Diva's question right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Diva, you asked what is the difference between Are you asking me what's the difference between endometriosis and endometrial hyperplasia? The difference between the two? I need to
I
know
think
if you're
so.
asking me the actual difference between the two, or what is endometrial hyperplasia.
Mhm.
Go.
If you, huh?
Hyperplasia is, oh, she's answering her own question.
Right, is where the lining doesn't shed. It gets really, really thick. I understand that. I know what it is. I just wanted to know if you were asking me what's the difference between the two. Because one, endometriosis is the scar tissue of the lining, the uterine lining, and hyperplasia, it gets real thick like a sponge. And sometimes, if a woman is struggling with infertility, a GYN will say, well, let me scrape to get it removed. Sometimes they can offer whatever type of medication. I am not a GYN nurse. I am an emergency medicine nurse. So that you would have to take up with your doctor on how to treat it. And Queen Bee's question was what?
What is the outlook on the Depo shot and other birth controls that only allow your cycle to come on a few times a year?
I would not advise you to do that because God didn't create you to have a cycle only a few times a year. A few times a year. There are side effects to it, and one of the side effects that you're to actually taking the Depo shot or the other birth control that only allow you to come on a few times a year is excessive bleeding. If you miss your Depo shot, one, why don't you ask yourself this question? How is my vagina purging itself? One, my uterus purging itself. That's one question.
Mm.
Two, when I stop, what are the results going to be? Am I going to, just like a woman when she gets pregnant for 9 months, her cycle stops. But then once she has that baby, it comes on immediately as soon as she gives birth. So getting the Depo shot is fooling your body into being pregnant. So when you come off of the Depo shot, you're going to bleed.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. I tried the Depo shot in my early 20s after my first child. And I didn't like that. I didn't like the irregular cycles. I gained weight. I was like, no, no more. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I only did it twice and maybe just once. That was a long time ago. But I know immediately once it didn't go the way I wanted to, I'm like, no, no, no. And I didn't do any other birth controls either because the pill, no. The IUD, no. And even as a woman of a certain age, they still want to give you birth control instead of, I'm like, can I get my tubes tied? Can we do something else? And they're like, no, birth control, birth control. I'm like, no, 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 no.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everything is about pushing a product and not necessarily giving you what you're asking for.
Exactly. Exactly. I often think of it like this. If God did not want me to produce children, he would have gave me a natural birth control in the first place.
Wow.
Yep. Diva says, just say no. That is absolutely correct. Just say no.
Period. Point blank.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just that easy.
Yeah.
It's just that easy. It really is just that easy.
What you say?
Oh, so Diva says my dumb doctors convinced my mom to put me on birth control at age 12 due to my irregular cycles, and I personally feel that is what messed me up. Way too.
I can mm, put yourself at liability saying that. Um, that is way too young, but that is the ultimate go-to. When you have someone who is young and they have irregular cycles, menstrual cycles, the gynecologist will take that person and place them on a birth control pill. But not only does it to try to bring on the cycle and regulate it, but what it actually does is causes you to struggle with infertility later on in life.
Mm, mm.
Yes, ma'am. Later on in life, you'll struggle with infertility as well.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, our 20-year-old was having some trouble, and they gave her the birth control. And I told her before she took it, I'm like, I wouldn't do that.
Hmm.
But of course, they're adults. They have their own mind. And they do their own thing. And of course, she tried it and it didn't work. The cycles were still irregular. So,
Hmm. Exactly. Exactly. So now, let me ask you a question because I have a 20-year-old daughter who's very active in sports. Um, and that's why hers is irregular. Her cycle is irregular.
oh,
Was your daughter very active in sports?
no.
No, not
Okay,
not
because
like
my
She,
daughter she runs
she's
track.
no.
no
Now, she was very active in political clubs,
right.
debate. So she's
So
always
not
moving.
nothing physical, right?
No,
Yeah,
Nothing
nothing
strenuously
like
physical.
sports.
no
You're right.
sports at all.
Okay,
Nothing like
because
sports.
my daughter is an athlete and she runs track and she's always exercising, always working out. Not necessarily have to always be in a sport, but constantly working out, lifting weights, walking, jogging, you know, for an extensive amount of time. That will also cause you to be irregular. So you have to look at those type of activities, especially when they're that young, because hers was like that for years. And when she would stop and give her body a break, then her cycle would be regular again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a woman can exercise, like prepare herself for a marathon or preparing herself for the Olympics, playing basketball, depending on how vigorous they are in exercising, can cause their cycle to become irregular as well.
Wow.
Wow. So that makes you think of all of the female athletes, the Olympians, the basketball players.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mind blow today
Mhm.
for this guy.
Are
Well,
you
mine,
okay?
I'm good. Um, but it's good though. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, the thing is when I see her go through the cycles and things like that. I do have my older daughter who go through it. It's like it's almost like me being a protector. It's like, damn, is there something I can do for the pain, or it's like,
Hello.
why is this happening? So I know it's happening because of nature. You know what I mean? But it's just to see it. But this educates me, and just to understand, better just what women go through. You know what I'm
One
saying?
of the things I want women to understand um, about medication and the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle is designed to do exactly what it's supposed to do: cleanse your body. You don't, if you're not pregnant within the allotted 28 days, 22 days, 20 days. It's designed to purge itself. That's what your body was designed for. When you are having menstrual cramps, look at your eating habits during that time. And I would say to around your if you know your body, you know when you're beginning to ovulate. Around your ovulation period, change your eating habits. That's number one. Incorporate more water into your everyday regimen, because water will help you begin to pass the shedding of your uterine lining. Then, two, be mindful of the medications that you take. You can take Tylenol, and in the hospital, that's what we suggest. That's what we'll try to give you a lot of times, as opposed to giving you a narcotic or giving you ibuprofen. We'll try to give you Tylenol, but we limit the amount of Tylenol that we can give you because, really, believe it or not,
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry,
No problem.
Okay.
you can actually overdose on Tylenol. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
You good. You
Okay.
good.
I can't hear you guys. I'm sorry. Someone was trying to call me.
Okay.
You can actually overdose on Tylenol, and overdosing on Tylenol will kill you, but it doesn't kill you like taking 13 aspirin, or um, it actually kills you by poisoning your liver. So, me personally, stay away from Tylenol.
Wow.
Wow.
Never knew that because that's what you see people.
I can't hear you.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's what you usually see people take is Tylenol. So, wow. That's
That's what we grew up taking. Everybody grew
Yeah.
up taking Tylenol. And it was the go-to.
Still can't
But-
hear you.
Nope, no problem. No
it's
problem.
good.
So let's
But
take a quick
We're
break.
gonna
So
take a quick break. We're gonna take a break and we'll come back.
hold on, let's let her know. A break. Let her know. All right, we're gonna take a quick break so she can go ahead and get her things together, and we'll come back so she can finish off what she needs to say.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing. Healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
Okay, she was having some technical difficulties, but she's gonna come back. Man, that's quite some. Wow.
Great,
That's some
great information.
She's back. Hey, can you hear us now?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes. So, man,
So the last comment was about Tylenol and not being
Yeah.
the best for you, poisoning your liver, which
Absolutely.
is astounding.
Absolutely.
Because
When a person comes into the ER or goes to see the doctor, I'm sick, and your doctor says, I want a complete blood panel. One of the things we're checking for is your Tylenol level. Yes. Yes, ma'am. We're
wow.
checking to see how much Tylenol you have in your body. That goes for Tylenol, Aleve, ibuprofen. Tylenol is the main one we look for, but we look to see how much over-counter medication you put placed inside your body.
wow.
But Tylenol is the one that absolutely will poison your liver. Yes. But yet they put it on the market.
With
Wow.
commercials.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
With
Absolutely.
commercial. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
Wow.
This has been very
This has been so informative.
so informative. I mean,
Yeah, so you'll have a harder time. You'll have an easier time getting a doctor to prescribe you a narcotic as opposed to prescribing you Tylenol with codeine or Motrin or anything like that, because one, Motrin, it will cause damage to your stomach. Yeah, it will cause damage to your stomach. It will eat away at your stomach liner. Tylenol, I already stated why. It will absolutely poison your liver. None of this stuff is really good for you, but we're in the medical field, so.
So let me ask you this question, and it might take you off subject. With you becoming a nurse, did that drive you to do the business that you have outside of the hospital? Did that drive you to do that? Even though some of the things that you talked about today might not predict, but just being a nurse in general, is it something that drove you to do?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Mm.
One, I love skincare. I was a part of the makeup community. I had been doing makeup and yada yada yada. And I really wanted to learn, and I would see people with really bad skin. And you can be a beast at putting on makeup, but if your skin is not good, then your makeup is going to look like trash. Two, the second reason why, my medical background teaches me what's good for us and what's not good for us. And when I started, and I'm a person with severely dry skin. Not only do I have severely dry skin, I have eczema, and I had eczema, and I used to get it on my face, and it would leave me with really dark scar marks, and I didn't like it. And then I also have really sensitive skin. So when one thing would work for me, after a while my body began to reject it, and I did not know why. And when you live clean, meaning you eat clean and you drink clean, you're careful of what you put in your body, you're careful of what you drink, you're careful of what you put on your body, your body will reject things that it's not used to. And when I started using uh there's I don't want to get sued, so there's a certain brand of lotion, and I would go into the store and I would buy this lotion, and everybody loves the smell of these lotions and body washes and things. My body started rejecting them, and I couldn't understand why. Because if you do the research, or when they first came out, they were saying, oh, this is good for you, this is natural, and this is this and this is that. You're not Yeah, you start doing the research and you start looking at the chemicals and you start looking at the scientific names for things and trying to figure out if this natural, if this not natural. Um, oh, this lotion is really silky and really smooth, but did you know that silky smooth texture that you feel is silicone?
Wow.
You know,
Hmm.
that's not made to be rubbed into our skin. Your skin is your biggest organ. You are what you eat. Your skin does eat. So what you put on it is going to affect you eventually.
Wow.
It's going to affect you eventually. And that is what caused me to go into the business that I'm building now.
Wow. Oh boy.
And if you guys don't know, she has some of the most phenomenal natural products ever, from shampoos and conditioners to hair butters to skincare and fragrance. If you are not aware, I'm your testimonial extraordinaire. I love them. I tried them. I use them. Skinbydeej.com.
Yes. Y'all make
That
sure
is my website. Yes, it is.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming today. I think
What are you doing, babe?
No,
Yeah, because I'm talking to you. I'm looking like, okay, I'm going to talk to him. His shoulder right there.
Oh, there we go. I was looking for.
Yes.
There we
Thank you,
go.
K. Wild.
Thank you, K. Wild.
Thank you, sister.
Yes.
He made it better and he was looking for it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, thank you so much. Wow, you've
this
given
is amazing, amazing information. So informative. We all learned a lot.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I was
so
so
much for
nervous.
coming through. And
You're a natural teacher, though.
yeah,
You are a natural teacher.
I try. I would like for people to be properly informed, properly taught. Healthcare is a passion of mine. The only thing that I wanted to do since I was a little girl. And no problem. That's my sister right there.
yeah. KY, don't do me like that. Don't. Mm-mm. Love you, KY.
I want our people. I want all people, especially women, to be properly educated on the do's and the don'ts of the personal hygiene and the vaginal area. So many things can be avoided with the proper education. If you know how to do better, if you know better, you do better. And that's why. And I have 3 girls and 1 boy, and I even teach him as well. Because if our male counterparts know better, then they'll treat it better, so to speak.
Right.
So it is important. You're welcome, Brittany. It is important that you know. So, mothers who have daughters, teach your daughters. Yeah, you may see Summer's Eve and all those Refresh and Norforms and Refresh and all these things
The yoni
show
soap.
up. The yoni soaps, the suppositories. That's what I wanted to talk about. The yoni, before we go, the yoni herbs that people are inserting inside of their vaginas. It should not pull out any flesh. And I've seen pictures. I've had women come into the ER saying, this they come in and they have
They're putting herbs in their stuff.
yes, it comes in it's a mesh. It's a you know what a tea bag is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they have these herbs that are in tea bag sort of mesh like material, and they're inserting it into the vagina, and they're leaving it there, and what it's actually doing is causing they experience menstrual cramps. They experience this pulling that you should not experience. And what it's doing is it's pulling everything down and out. So then all of a sudden the vagina purges it, and they come in with these pieces of flesh that they don't understand what it is, and it's discolored, and they're coming in, and nurses are the first people that you meet and you see, and they're handing it to me like, what is this? I don't know. What? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So they coming in with
I have had
technically with their part of their vajayjay in the hand. That's what
portions of, okay, when I say part of, I mean portions of their vaginal walls, some of their portions of their uterine wall. The cervix is hanging down now. Yeah. This is the damage that it's causing. That's right. We are self-cleaning ovens. Yes. Thank you.
Pull out.
Thank you. We are self-cleaning ovens. If we can bake a cake, we can clean it. Yes. If we can bake a cake, we can clean.
I'm pulling down the box tonight. The box with the bottle in it.
Listen.
The glass.
Yes, exactly, Queen Bee. Yes.
Coming to you.
Yes, Brittany.
Yes. That's what's happening. They're actually performing self-abortions before they even get pregnant.
Father.
Yes, ma'am. So, okay. I'm very teaching.
Go for it.
Okay, so this is the yoni, right? And you've inserted it. What?
You good.
Okay. Yeah. You've inserted it. Now, they tell you to leave it there for a certain amount of time. And notice I've wrapped it twice. Well, the first portion is going to start lowering, and it's going to start ripping away, which is going to cause you to have cramping. So your muscles now are tightening and contracting. So you're experiencing really bad menstrual cramps. Well, as your uterine lining, as these herbs are sitting there, they are beginning to separate from your uterine wall. And then it starts to rip away. And then you feel it come out. And then you're coming to me like, what is this? What is this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and put it in some solution, and I'm going to send it to the lab, and the lab is going to tell me what that is. And when they bring back the results, I'm going to come in the room and look at you and say, why is your uterus falling apart? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Lord.
Yes, I'm going to ask you that. And then the doctor is going to come in, and you're already uncomfortable. You're already in pain, but he's going to put you up on a table, put your feet, and you're not very comfortable doing this because you're going to pain. And then he's going to
Uh-oh.
your cervix go back up to help your to see your uterine walls. Then he's going to schedule you for a DNC, a DNC, a scraping of your uterine walls while sewing your cervix back into place.
Father.
Don't yoni. Don't yoni. Because I'm going to look at you if you come in my ER. Be like, say what the what? You did what? What was it that you used? Because some herbs are very, very powerful. You don't know if they're actual herbs or weeds. You didn't grow them in your own backyard. They weren't on hand. So why would you do it? Why would you use it?
Oh my goodness.
You want to steam? Get you a you know what the old sitz bath looks like? You know, a little basin. You can put your hot water in there, sit on the commode, put a towel on top of you, and steam.
Yes. Sit
in your
bath.
water. But you don't know what it's about.
Great day.
Mind blown.
So that's all I have to say about that.
Once again, I thank you. I thank you.
I'm sorry. I just had to reiterate that because I so much comes through ER. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's sad. I am ready to retire. I've been doing it for so too long.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
The new generation.
Yeah.
The new generation. They probably got me. The new generation. Like, wow, mind blown. Like, where do y'all come up with this? Who is the first person that created the yoni? Because I want to go knock on their door.
Man.
Yes. Yes. OMG.
Well, I thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate the education that you've given.
It's been amazing.
The ladies.
And the men.
I was getting to
that.
that.
Need to know too.
And the mind blow. I have a box that I have yet to open, and I said on a special occasion I'm just gonna open the box and just have a little sip. Yeah, tonight the box might be open tonight. Might get
little mind blow.
Little D mind blowing. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. But thank you so much for coming through. I'm pretty sure we'll see you again. To definitely give us some more info.
Yes.
And we'll definitely would love to have you back.
Next week is the Queen's Round Table.
Yeah.
By Queenpreneurs.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna take another quick break so we can get ready to close out the show. But once again I thank you for coming through. And
no problem.
We'll definitely see you again, my dear.
Thank you.
Problem.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna take another quick and we're gonna close out the show, guys. We'll be right back.
Hey. Hands looking a little plain there. That's okay though. I got you. Just head over to Nail Beauty by Brittany. Wait. Don't tell me you don't know who she is. That's okay, that's fine. It's a good thing that ... here. I'm here to tell you. Nail Beauty by Brittany is an upcoming establishment that makes everyone's hands look pretty to boost your confidence throughout your daily basis. You get all these custom nails at a very affordable price. With proper care, these nails can last up to 3 weeks. If you head over to Brittany's social media, you'll see all of the custom nails that she has made thus far at a very affordable price. This company was made by this beautiful young woman here, Miss Brittany. Now y'all go over ahead and get your nails pretty, y'all. I'm showing up in.
Wow. Mind blow. But I thank you so much once again, Jesus, for coming through and sharing that wealth of information.
Wealth of information.
Man, it
Wow.
was so much. It was so much, and I'm glad that everybody got something from it. So the wife was saying that next week we're gonna have the ladies back up with the Queenpreneur,
the
Queen's Round Table, and I believe the subject is gonna get a little deep. It's gonna get a little deep, so y'all.
Forgiveness.
Gonna be talking about forgiveness
at the Queen's Round Table.
Yes. So y'all get ready next week.
I know y'all like she coming out the box, but listen, it is time. It's 2022. We got to stop playing. Yep. We got to get rid of these issues. We got to get on point with our health overall, mental, physical, emotional, everything. It is time.
Yes. But in conclusion, yes, we will definitely be here next week. Right now, we're going to go ahead and close out the show. I'm going to enjoy the beginning of my vacation.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you, everyone that commented. All the beautiful questions and inputs. We appreciate you so much.
We love you all. Thank you for coming again, and we shall see you again soon.
Thank you.